The European mink, Mustela lutreola, is one of Europe's most endangered mammals, facing a dramatic decline due to habitat loss, hunting, and competition from the invasive American mink, Neovision vison. Once widespread from Finland to Spain and the Caucasus, its range has now shrunk by over 97% since the mid-19th century. A native under threat, the European mink's biggest threat comes from its American cousin, which was introduced to Europe in the 1930s for fur farming. After escaping into the wild, the larger, more aggressive American mink rapidly spread across the continent, outcompeting its European counterpart. The impact of invasive species, illegal hunting, and environmental degradation have further pushed the European mink to the brink. Where are they still found? The European mink's current range is fragmented, with isolated populations surviving in Romania, Danube Delta and Carpathians, possibly the largest remaining population, 1,000 to 1,500 individuals. Ukraine, Carpathian National Nature Park, home to an estimated fewer than 100 individuals, with up to 20 breeding pairs. Northern Spain and western France, populations are declining, and extinction is feared in some areas. Russia, the species remains in small, scattered groups. Belarus and Estonia, the European mink is believed to be extinct. A unique predator, the European mink is a semi-aquatic carnivore, preying on frogs, salamanders, fish, and crayfish, rodents like muskrats, mice, and voles, aquatic birds and their eggs occasionally, larger terrestrial prey like hares and rabbits. They are fast, agile swimmers with webbed feet and an oil-coated fur that repels water. Despite their small size, 1.2 to 2 pounds, 12 to 18 inches in body length, they can take down prey larger than themselves. Why are they disappearing? 1. Habitat destruction. European mink depend on clean, freshwater habitats with dense vegetation and abundant fish stocks. Deforestation, pollution, and dam construction have destroyed much of their natural environment. 2. American mink invasion. Unlike their European relatives, American minks are more adaptable, stronger, and better hunters. Their aggressive nature and rapid reproduction have displaced native mink populations across Europe. 3. Hunting and human impact. Although hunting is illegal, poaching still occurs. Historical overhunting for fur also played a major role in their decline. Key differences: European versus American mink. The European mink is smaller, measuring 35 to 43 centimeters, while the American mink is larger, reaching up to 50 centimeters in body length. The European mink's tail is shorter, about 40% of its body length, whereas the American mink's tail is longer, nearly 50% of its body length. The European mink has lighter, less dense fur, suited for aquatic life, while the American mink's thicker and longer fur is better adapted to colder climates. Additionally, the European mink has white facial markings on both the upper and lower lips, whereas the American mink rarely has markings on the upper lip, and it is also a more skilled swimmer and hunter. Conservation efforts. The European mink is legally protected in all the countries where it remains, except Russia. Conservation initiatives include field surveys to monitor populations, e.g., Romania's Carpathian Mountains, freshwater habitat restoration to reconnect isolated mink populations, invasive species control to limit the spread of American mink. However, urgent funding is needed to prevent further decline, especially in Romania, Ukraine, and Eastern Europe. The future of the European mink, with over 80% of the population expected to decline in the next decade, immediate conservation action is critical. Protecting their remaining upland creek habitats, controlling invasive species, and increasing conservation funding are essential to ensuring the European mink does not vanish forever.